Wi-Fi on by itself. I gotta turn it back off now. Uh, Dude, I felt like we were starting to have a really good conversation and it got cut off, and that sucks, and that's what I don't want to have happen. I don't want to have these good conversations cut off. That sucks, man. Like, I really wanted to I wanted to hear more of what people in chat had to say about it. I wanted to hear what other people had to say. I wanted to know more. Like this, I love conversations. Ah, dang it. I don't feel like I'm ever going to get this conversation back. I'm going to try. Because this is a good conversation, dang it. Oh, okay. Lady's doing. Sorry about that. Every time I hit an Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspot, I get disconnected, and so I have to turn off my Wi-Fi again because I have to use mobile data. But no, I really was interested. I really wanted to that conversation was one of the best ones I've had on my walk so far, and I was really interested in what other people had to say. Other people's perspectives. So. Sorry, I'm reading your thing right now because I gotta hold my dogs because we're going by the road here. Yeah, see, so I mean, that's why I don't. Okay, so the kid who shot me, his dad was military, and the fact that he was so lax about there was just guns loaded guns all over the place in that house. And there was even a loaded gun in my house that was not locked ever. It was a 9mm. I've shot that gun. I just never I don't know. I hope that's not the norm, okay? And I don't want to ever express that I think that that's the norm, because I don't want to believe that that's what is normal with military people. I think that these were some people who were just. I mean, first of all, they were the weekend warriors, so they weren't always you know what I mean? They would go once. Well, it was what? 3. Sorry about that. I got cut off. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off again. Hold on. I want to just stop. I'm gonna take my dogs back and walk a little longer. Do you guys want to walk some more? You want to go for a more walk? Huh? You want to go back this way? You want to go back and walk some more? Or what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Alright, sorry. I really want to read this. Okay, so look, Zara, I think I understand some of what you're saying, because I wasn't, obviously at 17 I lost my arm, so I've never been in the military. I was in the Civil Air Command and the Boy Scout. In the Boy Scout, not the Weeblos. I was almost a Boy Scout. I've been in these types of organizations, but I've read a lot of books on dark man, on gray man tactics. I'm pretty trained, self-trained, I would say, in gray man tactics. Making sure to be aware of my surroundings, make sure that everything I wear doesn't stand out, so I don't draw, I don't attract attention by somebody who might be looking for trouble. I don't wear any fancy jewelry. I don't wear expensive clothes like, you know, like, I don't do anything that would show that I have money. I wear clothes that can be easily switched to a different style quickly. You know, that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know if you've like studied any of that stuff, or if you know what I'm talking about. But like, I totally understand like being prepared, you know, being aware, making sure that you and your family are safe. Like, for me, I don't have a family, just my dogs, and I would do anything to make sure they're safe. So, you know, I just I do a lot of like mental like work all the time, like always surveying and my situations, making sure that I know my routes before I go, making sure that like routes I take are well lit, that there's people around, like stuff like that. Like I'm very like kind of a weirdo when it comes to it, like. But that should probably be just because I'm kind of a weirdo. But I like zombie talks too. I mean, but see that at the same time, I'm totally prepped for like zombie stuff. Like zombie times hit, dude, I'm set. Like you'd want to be at my house. I have filtered water. I've water close for like actually like if the local municipal ever stopped working, which I don't know why it would. I mean, it's basically like self-run, you know what I mean? I could just go down the street to get water and purify it myself. I have now I wouldn't have 24-hour electricity, but I could technically. Because I have solar panels that I use to they use, so whenever the sun's up, I'm getting power for free. My electric bill is about $8 a month, which is really cheap as long as I don't add any new appliances to it. Ouch. Dang it, Blue. Right. I totally understand that. I totally get that. I carry pepper spray to protect my dogs. They had saved my dogs before. And I assume if there was ever an attack that I could, like, I mean, you can tell, like, I can tell when somebody's body movements, like when their movements are different from the rest of the group, it gives me like a mental signal. I instantly like notice them, and I keep an eye on them. Just you know, I can't help it. I do it because there's something off about them, and I know it. And that's just one of the things I do, you know, to help keep myself safe. So that if they started coming towards me, I would have time to get like my pepper spray out and spray them if I had to. Just like I saw this dog, and it was coming at my dog, and I knew like you could just tell that this dog was like it didn't have any good intentions. It was just coming straight at my poor little girl, man. This girl right here, and it just bit her on her face. She had like an infection on her face from it, and it bit onto her neck and it wouldn't let go. And then I was like, I had my pepper spray out when the guy comes running over. I said, dude, thank God you're here. I was about to pepper spray your dog. And he was like, no, go ahead. I was like, what? Really? Your dog's seriously not gonna let go of my dog? Like, I have to pepper spray your dog or else it'll die? Like, my dog will die? Because that's crazy. So, I mean, I don't, like, okay, look, I wouldn't want a dog like that. Do you understand? Like, people don't understand. There's, like, this huge difference. Hey, yeah, happy Sunday back at you, Bushwhack. Sorry, I haven't been around lately. I've been dealing with, like, a bunch of stuff. Like, you know, I got locked out of my phone, which means I got locked out of a lot of stuff. And I haven't been able to stream much lately or be around to any streams lately. Oh, no, yeah, I actually, well, like I went to school for communications, and so, you know, part of what we studied was body language, you know. I have books on it. I have two of the books from what I can't remember what's his name, the guy who worked for the FBI and trained people in body language. I have two of his books, and then I have, like, you know, textbooks on kinesics. I've studied kinesics, and it's all about creating, you know, creating a baseline, and then noticing when there's something different from a baseline. And you can all do those things really quick in your head if you know, if you train yourself to. Yeah, no, definitely. You can tell a huge difference. And, you know, people, I always say, like, you know, if you're ever in a situation where I'm gonna just cross because there's a puppy over here, and I don't know that my dogs are they're gonna want to play with it, and it's through a fence, which means it's gonna, like, learn fence aggression, which is bad. But yeah, I mean, when you start to notice something's wrong, go the other way. Simple as that. That's the best self-defense. That's called urban, you know, urban camouflage, urban self-defense, whatever you want to call it. Is like, just, I mean, basically basic situational awareness. Like, use of violence should be like the last thing you do. I mean, you should never want to have to resort to violence. I mean, just get out, man. If you can get out of there, get out of there. Use the minimum amount of force you need to get out. These people who go to, like, study, like, shit like Krav Maga for, like, self-defense. What the hell? That's like war tactics. I mean, if you practice Krav Maga on somebody, like the way you're supposed to on somebody in a city, you're going to prison. Because you have way overstepped the bounds of, like, what is considered okay for self-defense. I mean, sorry, I'm still trying to read this. I wanted to read this before I had to quit the stream. It's not always easy with my dogs. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, shit. That's my mom and John. That's not good. I don't want Lady to go on two freaking dog runs. It kills her leg. Ugh.
Do you want to keep this lady? I don't think she can.
Come on, lady. Just be real careful with her.
I have a stool in the back.